Aloha to everyone out there across the Hawaiian Islands. I am Juliet Butters-Doty, evolutionary astrologer, bringing to you the next lunation cycle. First of all, we've had some important movements since I last saw you. Mercury turned retrograde November 9th for 3 weeks at 6 degrees of Sagittarius, and he'll move into Scorpio and turn direct at 20 degrees of Scorpio. So in other words, he's going backwards down into Scorpio, and so on November 29th he will turn direct. Jupiter turned retrograde November 11th in Cancer at 25 degrees, and he's going down back to 15 degrees of Cancer, and he will turn direct on that degree March 10th, 2026. So that's quite a bit of time that we get to think about the planet of truth and deeper meaning. So what's true for you now, and what brings you deeper meaning in your life? The next planetary movement is Ceres. She's stationing direct at 2 degrees of Aries on November 20th. And she is the mother of Persephone. Her other name is Demeter, just to help some of you realize who she is. And she's a pioneering force, actually, for Mother Earth. She is about mothering and our interconnectivity to everything. So there's a push to fight for yourself, to fight for the earth, in the name of what's integral. The next big one is Saturn, the Lord of Karma, the Lord of Time and Responsibility. He's stationing direct on Thanksgiving Day, November 27th. And he'll be doing that at 25 degrees of Pisces. And so it's going to be a karmic letting go, a finishing off of so much energetics of sorts, endings and completions of lifetimes and lifetimes. So just remember that Thanksgiving meal. Your relationships are eternal. And so just watch how you might be projecting some of those emotions from this moon. So realize that your emotions are yours, and watch what happens with the others. Let go of it instead. The next big one, which doesn't affect us in November, but it's still quite effectual, November stations direct December 9th. So over the next 2 or 3 weeks, in other words, there's a lot of planetary movements happening, and it affects us. So take advantage now, scroll through all that has occurred this year as it completes. We're at the end of a 14-year cycle of Neptune in Pisces. He's at the last degree of the entire zodiac. And so by late January, Neptune, Poseidon is his other name, heads into Aries to begin a new 14-year cycle. So projects on all things spiritual and holistic will be happening. And creativity will be on steroids, ready to launch. And as Philip Sedgwick, another astrologer that I follow, declared, Neptune enters turn and burn Aries. And it will be like that. It's going to be a big year next year of new beginnings. So finish up everything now that needs to be finished and finalized. So we have a Uranian new moon in Scorpio. That's a big deal. It's going to be at 28 degrees of Scorpio conjunct the retrograde Mercury. Same degree, instilling a time of impassioned new intentions on the 19th of November, just 2 days away from where I'm recording this. So Scorpio is deep and emotional. It's an opportunity to metamorphosize our hidden shadows. Thus, the energies of this period and the balsamic phase right now until that new moon prior is intense. It's an opportunity to let go of a lot that may seem hidden within us. We didn't even know it was there. Take advantage. Use this push into the hidden, unknown, dark territory. So what are you thinking about, talking about? What are you perceiving? So all these conversations, messages, whether they be with others, with ourselves, in our minds, or even the political, social, media, and so on, so much is running in the mind about everything. So Uranus Mercury is in opposition, exact by almost one degree, and opposite that moon, because remember Mercury is conjunct the new moon, same degree, can be about alliances too. So be that alliance for yourself. Finish the fight, the internal battle, and settle any old issues that are burning within you. Penetrate deeply to connect with what you can trust at the core of your being. There is a purging opportunity here to release the old mistrustful nuances that we have with ourselves and others. And so all this sits opposite Uranus, the sky god. So I've been talking a lot about Scorpio. Now I'm talking about Uranus, the sky god, the master of liberation and revolutionary change. He's saying, let's finish it. And he's in Taurus. So what do you value? Not only is he close to 1 degree, exactly opposite, creating an eclipse-like lunation, but he's also on the survival axis. That's the Taurus-Scorpio axis. So what do you need exactly that essentially feeds you on a deep soul level? What is it? All of us, humanity, are at a crossroads for renewal. That's Scorpio, that's very 8th house. So we're being demanded of to clear and take action. Make the moves. Take care of your financial reality. Manage it more succinctly. Because Uranus is in Taurus, Taurus rules money. Just who are you financially tied to? And is that still okay? Clarify what you value so you can align with your soul's purpose. And also, watch for shocks. Uranus rules electricity, thunderbolts, extreme weather conditions. I believe on Maui we're expecting thunderstorms tomorrow. Earthquakes, revolutionary wake-up calls, revelatory exposures of hidden secrets, suddenly blown open, and more. I mean, look at what's happening out there in this country across the news. Hidden secrets and financial deals exposed. Uranus is also the awakener. He stands for freedom, authenticity, and truth. And he is very, very futuristic. And so we're being asked to observe and look straight at what needs to be shattered wide open so that we may have forward movement on a soul level, and also a soul level for humanity. So what is it for you? So there is tremendous assistance also from the trine involving Jupiter and Saturn to this new moon in Mercury, along with Neptune and Ceres in Aries. She, Ceres, or Demeter is her other name, still sits on the 2 degrees world axis point of Aries, delivering her deep sacred emanations of our far-reaching interconnectivity to all. There's a strong creative potential here from the earth goddess Ceres. And remember, I'll just pause here to remind you all that Ceres came together with Pluto and Saturn way back January 12, 2020. That was a new cycle that she began. And if we look back at our lives, we really have begun a whole new cycle on this planet since then. And she suffered the loss of her daughter Persephone, and she grieved much, and that's what she represents for us. But the opportunity, she's here now for us in Aries, right on the pure potential creative degree, or close to it, to remind us of the opportunity for renewal. So advocate for your nourishment, for the nourishment of Earth, what is sustainable on all levels, and go for it, Aries. And remember, it won't just happen, this new Earth. It's up to us to build it, to do the work, to flow with the inspirational ideas, to work together in community, building the new together. So next up is all things in our galaxy have caught the attention of many worldwide, with the auroras happening, which come from solar flares, the M-class flares, the CMEs, and there's been a lot of explosions from the sun as Atlas passes by, the numerous comets out there. I've spoken a fair bit about it, but it is of no surprise that there is so much action happening around the Earth right now. It's as if the cosmos is calling us to look up. Look at those auroras on Maui. We have rainbows. We're so blessed. But realize that we are not alone, and that we are part of an extraordinary mystery that's out there in the cosmos. And we're just a small part, but a very key part of a grand scale, larger than we can ever imagine. So the perihelion of the comets for some has already occurred, and AI Atlas, but in December, AI Atlas will come up to be closest to the Earth during 2 days prior to the solstice on the 19th of December. And we already know that the solstice, the winter solstice, is a powerful time electromagnetically. So the two together is just amazing. As we ramp up towards February next year, February 20th to be precise, where the Earth will move into a whole new era of new beginnings. So with all the activity occurring, make sure you are well hydrated and give yourself the rest that you feel that you need. And do work on, between now and next February, as I said before, let go, surrender. There's so much. Whatever emotion arises, just let it go. Just breathe it out and give it to the Earth. So I wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving on the 27th. Go all out and express your gratitude for the relationships that matter to you, for the gifts you do have in your life. There is more than we realize, for indeed it is all we have that is precious. So I'll be back for the full moon in Gemini on December 4th. Incredible, we're at the 12th month, coming up to the 12th month of the year. So until then, dear ones, tread gently as you go. A hui ho.